Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest, and I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, David Oliver. One of the most versatile players out there. He's just got so much positional awareness and intelligence. He can basically do a job anywhere on this pitch. He's got fabulous technique too, especially with his delivery in and around the area. He'll be eyeing up any set plays the opposition concede in that defensive third.
Yeah, I must agree, especially in view of his ability to lead and organise the defence. Good idea, just poorly executed. Rudiger. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
He's through the middle. Chance to shoot! And through to the goalkeeper. Mbappe. Chance to break.
Rudiger just did a brilliant job there. It was one of those all-or-nothing commitments, and he came up trumps.
Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Mbappe! And he's surging through. He's had a shot! Clears it out of harm's way. It's come through. And that has been clubbed away. Hernandez. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele looking to get on the end of this. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Madrid still without an attempt on target. Valverde. Oh, he's in! Going for goal! Goal! France!
France are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
France take the lead, 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
And it's played forward.
Valverde simply had to make that count, and he did it with some authority too. Wonderful.
Oh, good interception. This could spell danger. Mbappe. Mbappe has a shot! Played out to the right, and the weighted pass. Goalkeeper's ball, dashing forward at pace. Battles to win it back. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Hernandez. Valverde. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
And we're already back underway here.
Madrid don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back though.
Kings it out wide. Oh, really good feet from him. Finds himself eased off the ball. It's a very good battle there. Terrific to watch. Mbappe. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Rudiger. He's come loose. Real chance! Oh, taken with style. And this is getting better and better. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
France get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Mbappe. How about a shot? And it's a corner. Not one of his best. Oh, that is asking for trouble. That intervention was very necessary. And it's Dembele. Chance!
France have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break?
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk or two.
And he's cut it out. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Hoists it forward. Talk about singling someone out.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here. Well, to be honest, I think they're all show and no substance. Where's the final product?
Into the box. Gets it back. Alexander-Arnold. Forward it goes. Rabiot plays it out to the wing. He could be in here. Goes for goal! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, that ought to have wrapped it up, Peter. You may well regret that, you know.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. It's going to be a double change then. Rudiger plays it forward. Courtois will lay claim to that. Defending was strong and firm. Coleman. Out to the right. And help's available out wide. He's gone for it! And it's there! And they are cruising away.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Rabiot tries to get it forward quickly. Mbappe. Hefty challenge, but fair enough. And that will be the final act. Madrid, well beaten. There's no spinning this result. It could have been a whole lot worse. Your reflections then, Jim?
Madrid really were sleepwalking in central defence, and the alarm just never went off.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. Well, this really is one of the monuments to the history of our game, especially, of course, the Scottish game. It is Celtic Park, Glasgow. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
As you can see, we've already started here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Casemiro. He gives them some real defensive steel in the middle of the park, Peter. What he's particularly good at is nipping opposition attacks in the bud and preventing them from getting any real momentum going. He's also a bit of a shooting threat from long range too, so opposing defences will have to beware of that, and very much so.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. It's a brilliant interception. Casemiro. He's in! It's been a rather gentle affair so far. Chance! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
They've played it short. Now it's Casemiro. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Striding forward, facing goal. Drilled in low. Bruno Fernandes plays it forward. Newcastle still without an attempt on target. Burn. Could cross it here. Hoists it forward. Casemiro. Real chance! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Away from immediate danger. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Half an hour played now. And it's got through. And that's found its target. Greatly! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as a needle the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
And he has been fouled there. He's in, surely! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Newcastle are in control here on the brink of half-time. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. It's a throw. Bruno Fernandes, he's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. So, another set play. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Bruno Fernandes. That has put a stop to that. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. This is gone, that's a foul. Little doubt, that is a foul. Swept in. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. That'll be the final action of the first half. So there you have it, a close sport half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They worked tirelessly for me.
Newcastle leading 1-0 at the break. And we're already back underway here.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Tries to get it forward quickly. And he's cut it out. Bruno Fernandes drives it forward. Cross deflected behind for a corner. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Ball driven towards the far post. Diogo Dalot. It's broken loose.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
Willock gets his foot in there.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Needed a better pass there. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
And it's played forward. How about a shot? It's a goal kick. Forward it goes. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settled for a riskier approach now to defend this. This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
He's gone for it! Oh, and that should have been two.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe. Well, with the introduction of such a tall lad now, we may well see a more predictable, lofty route forward, but it's still very hard to deal with that, you know, if they can effect it right.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Pope gets it upfield. That intervention was very necessary.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And that's sprayed out wide. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And this is the big chance. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Cleared away. The other side really getting hold of the ball. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
That was travelling. It's gone for a throw-in.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Ball's out on the left now. Gets the better of his man. It's a good foot in there. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Javi Manquillo has it in a wide position, so what next? And that is it, the referee has seen enough. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, a result which...
Well, good evening to you, and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid, and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Hit long and direct. Dembele has been fouled. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Mbappe, he's left his man. He's in space and looking for options. And he's there to hoof it away. Oh, good interception. Kimmich. Either side really getting hold of the ball. He's in! Davis. Big chance!
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Tries to dink it in. Kimmich.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. So what can they conjure from this one? Goretzka. Mbappe. He's picked him out. Could be thinking about a shot here. Hits one! Goal! France! And France are in front. Dembele with a predatory goal.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
France draw first blood here.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Timely intervention. Davis. And here's Kane. Forward it goes. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. Mbappe, played out to the right. He gets past his man. Tries to get it forward quickly. Now it's Kane. He's through. Well aware he sorted that out. And it's played forward. He's got options out wide, and the flag has stayed down. Cut out in the nick of time. Kimmich drives it forward. Goretzka gets it back. Out to the right. Oh, real danger here. Dembele! It's got through to him, and he's there to cut it out. No question, that's a foul. Now it's Kane. He's made sure that that won't get through. Hoists it forward. Back into the middle. He's gone for it! It's broken loose. And it's played forward. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And here's Kane. Gnabry. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. This possibly the last play of the half. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. There's the end of the first half. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal, which is very, very tight.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
France leading 1-0 at the break. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so...
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And it's Goretzka. And that has been clubbed away. And they win it back again. Oh, it's Dembele. Mbappe. Gets the better of his man. Mbappe. Mbappe goes it backwards, and they'll try again.
Kimmich. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Pavard. And help's available out wide. Played into space out wide. Mbappe. Could be a chance here. Dembele. And it's been taken straight back. Kimmich. Kimmich goes looking. And here's Kane.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
He's through the middle. Tries a shot! Back of the net! And with that goal comes comfort.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And the shot! Oh, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Oh, that's unlucky. The idea was really smart for me, and he's had a good go at it.
Hernandez. Out to the left it goes. Look at the defender bombing forward. He's gone for it!
Oh, I like the little feint he came up with to produce the effort. Very, very tidy.
Battles to win it back. Forward it goes. Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, that's nice. Hernandez.
decent try.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Too much on it, and that's the keeper's.
Kane. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Kane. Gets it upfield. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Well positioned to make that interception. Goes for goal!
Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
He'll be fuming with himself for not converting. He could have killed it off.
Chance!
Great save, real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Cleared away. He's had a shot. And the ball's come out. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he's going long. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Good ball. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Just brushed off the ball there. Official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Has a goal! And more and more and more! And they are cruising away. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Looking to dink it in. Goalkeeper's ball. Vinicius Junior kings it out wide. Vinicius Junior. It's always going to be the keepers. Forward it goes. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. Valverde tries to get it forward quickly. Played back in. Played down the flank. Towering header!
Oh, what a wonderful stop! The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
And it's Alaba. And he heaves it forward. Valverde was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Vinicius Junior. He's pinged one through here. He spotted the run and played him through. And through to the goalkeeper. That's the throw. Hernandez drives it forward. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Vinicius Junior. Hoists it forward. Madrid have a free kick. A searching ball out wide.
Madrid have been making some good inroads down the right. Alexander-Arnold really is providing a very good outlet there, and his contributions, I think, are going to be key. Well, this poses the defence a few tricky questions, and the answers have to be hard and fast.
What an adventurous run from a defender. Ball's gone out of play. Dembele. Plays it out to the flank. Mbappe. Has a pop! It's played forward. Tries to get it forward quickly. And he's cut it out. And the ball is out of play.
Well, it seems obvious that the plan is to try and get their passing game going again, but not with that lack of quality.
Keeps everyone guessing. Vinicius Junior. Dembele. Defenders on the back foot. That's been intercepted, and that will come. Tries a shot! The captain scores!
Oh, that's very, very well played by the skipper. He was only too aware of the importance of a goal at this late stage in the first half. He knew it would affect the teams, all part of the thought process from someone in his position.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good...
And the half-time whistle goes. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Madrid need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Vinicius Junior provides an outlet, gets it back. Dembele displaying his defensive capabilities there. That's no striker's tackle.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Oh, it's Dembele. Forward it goes. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. And he's straight offside. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. And it's been taken straight back. France are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
Swept in. Out to the left it goes.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
That'll be a throw. All the way back, and they start again. Alaba. Mbappe is being picked on here.
Well, there's certainly a coordinated attempt to shut him down, which is, I suppose, a natural response.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Deep cross.
Well, to be honest, I think they're all showing no substance. Where's the final product?
Got changes here from both sides, in fact. Plays it out to the wing, back into the middle. Brahim Diaz. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. France making another change here. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Madrid are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Mbappe. It's a loose ball.
France are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Brahim Diaz. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. France has got rid of that. And it's Alaba. Alaba goes up and over. Madrid desperately need a goal, and this could well be their last chance. And they win it back again.
Madrid need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Alaba. Madrid have to get it into the box and quickly. Aimed in towards the centre.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Coached through there. He gets past his man. Rudiger battles to win it back. Played towards the front men. And that's that. Always in the balance, and in the end, one goal was enough. They are narrowly beaten. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, good evening to you, and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid, and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. Well, this really is one of the monuments to the history of our game, especially, of course, this Scottish game. It is Celtic Park, Glasgow. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, under normal circumstance...
That's surely a foul. Free kick. So what can they conjure from this one? And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation.
We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
And the finish! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
They've played it short. Chooses to go back. Just brushed off the ball there. Tries to get it forward quickly. Diogo Dalot. Starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. What a ball this has turned out to be! Has a pop! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And that's been levered clear. He's in, surely! Caught offside that time. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro. Well positioned to make that interception. Oh, sweet feet. Shapes to shoot! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Shoots! Goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. Well, has a pop! It's there! Into the lead once more! Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Yeah, and he knew all along what he wanted to do, and it's a really great instinctive finish.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Tried to play it through.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
He's gone for it! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, the run was really impressive. The finish was depressive, and expectations were not met.
Well, that had to be more accurate. Maguire drives it forward. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's got away. That intervention was very necessary. Bruno Fernandes. Abraham. Maguire. Bruno Fernandes gets it back. That's put paid to a promising move. Well, he's made sure that that won't get through. De Ligt. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. It's a long pass, but not the most accurate. And the half-time whistle goes. So a really good half of football, 3 goals, and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2 goals to 1. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. Gets away from his opponent. Diogo Dalot. Maguire. He's through the middle. This is promising.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Oh, shooting chance! Oh, taken with style! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. So the lead now is 2.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer.
Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Could move up a gear here. Abraham. Oh, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Big chance! It's in! Back to within 1! Interesting! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Hits one! shame, that was nicely worked.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Lovely bit of skill. Hoists it forward.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it? Has a hit! Back of the net! They've done it again! It is incredible! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
He's made it 3, quite a day at the office for him.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of goal. What a display, what a player.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So we have a double substitution going on here. We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Going for goal! Battles to win it back. Enrique. And it's Shaw. Has a hit! And in it goes! And they're back in front! Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, I just think they've kept at it and got their reward. Now they need to hang on to it.
Little doubt, that is a foul.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And the counter is on. Ball through needs to be good here. Got a sight. He's had a goal! And that could come back to haunt them.
That's a great response, though, and it's a statement declaring that they're not done with this yet.
Shaw. Into the last 5 minutes. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. And he's straight offside.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Tielemans. Elliott. Danger averted for now. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Looking to get within range. Goes to finish! Oh, that's a terrific save. So that's it. It is all over. Now, whatever the shortcomings on either side, it was a great game to watch. Just one between them. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of... Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Dembele. Tries to get it forward quickly. Dembele. He's pulled him up for that challenge. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game, promising one. He'll fancy himself from here. Mbappe, he's gone for it! Plenty waiting in the middle. Dembele goes for goal! Goal!
Well, if that was their intention pre-match, let me tell you, it's worked out very nicely. I think for the skipper to chip in with a goal too is a bonus, but this game has already taken on a real attacking edge, and long may that continue.
Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, terrible pass. He scores! That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again. Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Timely intervention. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And here's Dembele. Hoists it forward. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Mbappe, he's gone for it! Sticks it away! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
The referee's awarded a free kick. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Mbappe. Valverde. Mbappe. He's in, surely. He's had a shot. Pavard with the clearance. And it's Dembele. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
He's played him through. He gets past his man. Vinicius has a pop! And in it goes! And they're at it again, in double quick time! Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
Tries a shot! Mbappe has it out wide now. He's slid it through. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Done very well to intervene. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. The action is back underway.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Now it's Dembele. Battles to win it back. And he's on his way! And he's cut it out. He's got options out wide. Rudiger. Keeper's ball. Vinicius Junior looking to break out here. Dembele. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Rudiger is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Oh, shot! Goal! Just off target.
Well, the look on his face says it all.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Breaks on here. That's a promising ball. Crowd calling for him to shoot. It's being played forward. And he's there to cut it out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there. Madrid, oh, it's taken out, that'll be a foul.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Get a throw in. Vinicius Junior. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And it's Rabiot. Plays it out to the flank. Chance to break. Going through. Vinicius Junior. Good idea, just poorly executed. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Madrid have just about everyone back and central.
Yeah, clearly they're trying to show strength to what the opposition have seen as a weakness.
It's a safety-first approach. Now the counter. Mbappe. He's left his man. He's still going. Where to next? Oh, shooting chance! And more, and more, and more. And they are cruising away. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end.
He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
France seemed to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Rabiot drives it forward. Valverde. Vinicius Junior cuts it out. Mbappe. He's through. And the finish! Really well taken goal. Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Just brushed off the ball there. Valverde gets it back. Vinicius Junior. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Gets the better of his man. And a shot! And with that, the final whistle. France have thrown it away. It was in their grasp, and they let it go. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. This, of course, the Saitama Stadium, looking so intimidating with the crowd close to the pitch, so much like classic European stadia. And already we're underway here. Out of play for a throw. Good take, and he's had a look. Timely intervention. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Has he picked him out? Shapes to shoot! He's delivered all right!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Wolverhampton take the early advantage. Trying to get there. Out to the right. Chance to shoot. Shot at goal! And in again! In it goes! 2 up, 2 easy. How many more to come? He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Oh, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it...
Has a goal! It's in! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think 2 keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind 1. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Trabzonspor get themselves back into contention.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Yokushlu. He came in hard, very hard. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now. And it's Bruno Perez. And help's available out wide. In he flies! Sticks it away! Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
He had a choice of trying to volley that or get his head to it, and I'm pleased to say he took the right option. That's a great goal.
This has become one superb game of football.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Barely had to move.
That's just literally playing into his hands.
That always looked inevitable. The defence dealt with that really well. Plays it out to the wing. Cuts it out. Well, this is certainly not boring. What a great game we've got here. And he's there to cut it out. Bruno Perez plays it forward. He's picked him out. Right through the middle. And through to the goalkeeper. He's left, chips it! No, that wasn't kidding anyone.
Well, it could have been and probably should have been a different choice of finish. There was lower space to hit.
Gomez. Goalkeeper's ball. Hamshik. Out to the left it goes. It has got... He's had a shot! The referee's awarded a free kick. So what can they conjure from this one? And distance is no problem here. The angle's tight for a shot. That was travelling. It's a decent ball. Brings it forward. That's not going to make it.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if...
That could spell... Tries a shot! Same again, same outcome.
Wolverhampton really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Back to the keeper. There's the half-time whistle. It has been a pretty crazy game so far. It's played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. And the action has already resumed here. No reported change to either side during the break. Gomez. Hamshik. Tokush. Gomez. Crunching tackle. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Just brushed off the ball there. Forward it goes. Gets it back. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Trabzonspor keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Ball forward, and it goes for goal!
I can't speak highly enough of the keeper after that save. Can't stop thinking about it.
Hamshik has made his impact already. Hamshik. Yokushlu. Could be thinking about a shot. He's gone for it! He's scored! And the comeback is complete! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Trabzonspor get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
And it's Bruno Perez. He's in space and looking for options. He's gone for it! Hamşik.
Trabzonspor are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Battles to win it back. Breaks on here. He's found his man. Not offside that time. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So we have a double substitution going on here. Oh, what a ball!
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Good ball. Now hits one!
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner.
And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And that's going to be a booking. This could spell danger.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
A real chance to break. Tries to get it forward quickly. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Information that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Big chance, corner. All hands on deck for this one. Out of play for a goal kick. And the referee brings it to a close. What a game, wonderful stuff, and the right result. Neither side really deserved to lose. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Wolverhampton can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of... He's pulled him up for that challenge. Rincon. It's a loose ball. It's got through. Hoists it forward. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. A real chance if he can get through. Gets it back. Shapes to shoot! There it is! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Oh, that's great awareness. Full marks to him as he was just that bit quicker than everyone else on the follow-up.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
And he's straight offside. So alert to the possibilities there, great stuff.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate, and we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it has a pop!
And he has been fouled there.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
He'll fancy himself from here. He's having a go. Oh, brilliant goal! A finish of true class. And they get themselves in front. And he's produced a beauty. He's had a go! Danger averted for now. Oh, surely that deserved better.
Well, we call that a slide rule pass. Time to absolute perfection. Quality ball.
And it's hoisted clear. And here's Neymar. Neymar. Oh, shooting chance! Sticks it away! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
It's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
This is quite a battle.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And that's been levered clear. And the shot! It's in! And they're back in front.
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Dashing forward at pace. Played out to the right. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. He spotted the run and played it, and the finish! Really well taken goal. hot knife through butter. They have done it again. His position was perfect. The invitation was there for Santos. Have a free kick. Gill. Cut out in the nick of time. Defence has got rid of that. Chance to break. He's got through. He's one-on-one. He's had a shot. Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution for one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Keeper sends it forward. Very well to intervene.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And it's Neymar. Hits one! And he's there to clear it. Gets wrestled off the ball, and it's played forward. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's had that put up, has a hit! Oh, the ball's come loose! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That's going to be the final action of the first half. We're underway again. Santos didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. And he's cut it out. Rincon. Plays it out to the flank. Now it's Neymar. Battles to win it back. Needed a better pass there. Forward it goes. Hoists it forward. Slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
He's got away.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Shoots! Tries to get it clear. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. He's left his man. He's pinged one through here. Oh, terrible. Has a hit! They scored! Time and space aplenty. He was never going to miss.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
Sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. It's going to be a double change then. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? It's pretty clear that he's being singled out.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Dashing forward at pace. It's the through ball. And he's on his way! Tries a shot! It's there! Right back in the game!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
That has put a stop to that. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. There's going to be another change here. Andre Almeida. Right through the middle. Gets the better of his man. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Away from immediate danger. Darder. They've got it back as soon as they gave it away.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now the counter. Raphael. Ball through needs to be good here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Santos have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Lucas. And he's away. Can he get big chance? They've done it! They have stolen level at the last! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, showed great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. This one of the great amphitheatres of the... looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now. Gets it back. Forward it goes. He's had a look, real chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Loses his balance and loses the ball. Battles to win it back. And the shot! Same again, same outcome.
Burnley really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Get it forward quickly. Now can he finish? Still goalless.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Hoists it forward. Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. And it's played forward. And the counter is on. He spotted the run and played him through. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do, to open the scoring. Never any doubt. He was just never going to miss.
It's in, but only just. The keeper guessed correctly, and a heart and mouth moment for the taker.
Hungary break the deadlock.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to...
He's had a shot! It's bounced out! They've done it! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Hits one! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
And they win it back again. Good ball. Hoists it forward, cuts it out. Sticks in a foot to win it back. And he's cut it out. And here's the chance to counter. Done very well to intervene. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be outmuscled. That's offside. Yes, it is. He gets past his man. And there's the end of the first half. The action is back underway.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Good take, and he's had a look. And he heaves it forward.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
It's found its way, it's chance! They are rampant! And they are cruising away. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Hungary take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. And it's played forward.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Has a hit! It's a goal! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Oh, no question, that's a foul. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. 2 changes being made right now.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Goes for goal! Really well taken goal. Well, surely that completes the demolition if it hadn't occurred already.
Well, I wasn't expecting them to go this big, Peter, but they have been superb.
Hungary tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell.
Has a goal! He has done it!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Forward it goes. Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And it's played forward. And that's put paid to a promising move. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, good take in a good area. Ball through needs to be good here. It's a loose ball. Oh, good interception. Hoists it forward. That's a decent ball. Striding. He's had a go! No mistake! Well, just another one to add to what has already... And that is that. Burnley had no answer, second best in every department and correspondingly well beaten. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area, but the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. Little question that this is one of the most striking structures in all of sport, the Allianz Arena. He had already goes for goal! They score!
Oh, look, the keeper didn't know whether he was coming or going in the end, and he just got lost.
Ecuador go ahead, 1 goal to the good. Trying to get there. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Just brushed off the ball there. Forward it goes. Ecuador have hit the front early, a foothold in the game.
Always when you score early, it gives you such a lift, and it casts doubt in the minds of your opponents at the same time, and that pretty much sums up the difference.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Chance! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Hoists it forward. There has been just the early goal here, and the score is 1-0. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Ecuador looking to widen the gap even further here. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. And a header! That's a half-decent try.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Hendrick. Shoots! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just lacking the cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Good clearance and very necessary. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Hendrick. He's in, and the shot! Really well taken goal. Ireland are back in business.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit.
And the shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but flubbed the finish.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Hendrick. He goes long. Oh, good interception. Tried to play it through.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Done very well to intervene. And it's played forward. Hendrick. Hendrick. That's gone a long way up and away. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Hoists it forward. Forward it goes. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. And there's the end of the first half. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. So we're already into the second period. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Rodriguez. That's offside. Yes, it is. Tries to get it forward quickly. Right through the middle. Has a pop! It's broken loose. Gets it back. Hendrick. Ireland couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Rodriguez.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight?
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
It's a brilliant interception.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Could be a chance here. And he heaves it forward. And here's the chance to counter. A heavy challenge. No complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. Little doubt, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. He's missed, but not by that far.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
And he's cut it out. Hendrick. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Hendrick. Just about up to 75 minutes. Rodriguez. Ecuador have a free kick.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a think far post.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. He's gone for the shots! Oh, that's a waste. Forward it goes. Hendrick. And it's played forward. It's got through, and James McCarthy.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
It's the through ball. Has a goal! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Hendrick. And here's the long. Could try cutting inside here. Swept in. Defending of the desperate variety. Gorgeous control there. Hoists it forward.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
That's a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. And no surprise, that's a booking. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. There will be a throw-in. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Long. Well positioned to make that interception. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's had a go! time! And that may well be that. That is that. Passion and panache and perseverance, and in the end, parity. A really good game to watch. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.